session here with playing pool. Okay, so what are we doing today? Um, let's go into 5 in a row stop shots with this product that is going to help you with precision. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, first everything align. Okay, and then we're gonna do stop shots. So how do stop shots work? You're hitting right below the center of the dot, or the center, just like about half a tip below. Okay, that usually helps a whole lot. I would definitely advise you to do that. Hey, how you doing? I hope you can hear me well. Please do type yes, I can hear you. What are we doing? We're doing little stop shots with extreme precision, meaning it needs to go through this. Okay, that's what the hard part about this whole part is. Okay. um, Anyways, let's let's see, how does it go. Thank you for coming, by the way. Hit the like button if you could, please. What I noticed that when I'm doing a horizontal, people are here and there, but when I do vertical, there is quite a bit of them. Now, this in itself will help you quite a bit. Okay, let's say, by the way, if you can hear me, please do type something. We're doing a little stop shot practice right now. Then we're gonna go into everything else. But you can ask me literally anything about the pool. Okay, really anything. Um, and yes, even on a pro level. Okay. So, like, which professionals did I play against? That's a good question that I never answered before, actually. I don't think anyone asked me that before. I mean, like, in general. So let's do this real quick. All right. Oh, you guys can't see even my cue or anything. There it is. Okay, this is better. I'm gonna put these balls here. This is my, so I do 5 to 6 balls through this little hoop, or you want to call it, right? So stop shot. Okay, like I said, stop shot is what? When you're hitting the cue ball right below the center. Okay, like this. Okay, the ball stops right there. If you hit a little bit below, let's say one tip below the center, like this, for example, okay, the cue ball is gonna roll back, obviously. So when you hit a little bit below center, it's okay. When you hit, let's say, about tip and a half away from the center, then you're doing a drawback. Let's say, let's switch. Okay, so if you want to practice this real quick, this is all you have to do. Take one of the stripe balls, right? This is your practice to practice a drawback. Okay, take a stripe ball, number one. By the way, if you don't mind, please hit the like button or thumbs up or whatnot, just because I wanted to see if it works. And the second part, can you guys hear me well? Because I just turned off some of the volume features. Anyway, so to go back, where I'm gonna hit with the cue is right here. Okay, so take one of the stripes. If you want to learn the draw shots, set it up just normal, like, like this. And then when you look at down below, okay, do the draw shot. Okay, I'd rather do that with the cue ball, because you saw what happened, right? I first of all, I touched the my gadget here. Okay, and second of all, I didn't do a draw shot at all. So again, let's do it again. Draw shot. Okay, I hope I chalked, but is that a draw shot? No. So going back to that, like I said, this is a perfect draw shot. Or let me show you something. Okay, what happens when you hit the with your full cue? Okay, right here, like all the way bottom. And a lot of people do this. I mean, I did that earlier stages. Even to this day, sometimes, you know what? When I do with the maximum power, this is what happens. Okay, let me show you. Okay, you might have a laugh. All right, this is what happens. How many of you played pool? And this is what happens. And I'll tell you what fixed for me. Um, so, number one, like I said, why did this happen? It's called scooping the cue ball. That's why this cue ball jumped. Okay, would that be a legal jump? Where, let's say, you know, we're gonna put this right there. Let's say I'm going to hit the one ball, and I do this. All right, let's say I do this. Uh, no, it didn't work. Wait. That did not work well. I wanted to do a scoop shot, which now I'm already like, you know, practicing so much that you know I'm basically not doing that. All right, we're gonna jump over, okay, and hit this ball or try to. So would this be legal in a pool like this? Where I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about would that be legal in a pool? Comment in the chat. Say something in the chat, please, because I just wanted to make sure it works. Uh, all 31 of you. Soon there's gonna be probably, you know, hundreds of people. So it would be really, really nice if you guys said something, just so I make sure that the chat works. Because you know, when you go sometimes to some lives, and then like you know they only turn on for support or something like that. I don't do that. I don't need that, to be honest. So again, draw shot. Let's do that, and then we're gonna go into some more magic. Okay, draw shot did not work. Look at this. Wait, look at this. It's I need to go get my cue because I this is 12.5. I like when I play with the cues or with any of the cues. I my personal preference would be uh, 11.8 personal, but not everyone is built like that. So we're doing draw shots with this big. I mean, I could also break with this, to be honest. See, the ball always comes back, right? Why does that happen? Is just because I'm focused now. Uh, for you guys that just joined, we're doing. Oh, I guess my pocket is full. I didn't even notice that. Um, we're doing a little practice, a little Q&A, just because I want to, you know, explain everything about the pool. So if you guys have any questions about pool related, please do ask. Uh, one of the females, the most, the females that I actually played or against and with was Tekachi. It's the Frederick Gorst, I think it's a girlfriend. I don't know what she comes to, but she's extremely good. Her Fargo, I believe, was seven something. And then I played with, that same day, I played with uh, Kelly Fisher. She was really, really good. Um, and then we played doubles. So, what do you guys, uh, again, if you're new to the chat, please, you know, say something here, just so I know that I did not turn something off. That happens usually, and it would really help. And on top of that, if you don't mind clicking on subscribe or like button, it's free. um, if you're asking what is this is a little gadget I just built. Um, it helps you with precision, meaning I should not be touching this when I'm doing these. So this is a super precision, okay? Like extreme precision. We're not talking about like this hole in itself. This one is even smaller. This one in itself, it's basically a snooker table diameter. Okay, barely fits anything through. So, and let alone this one. This guy, let's do, let's see if I can go through one and two. All right. This is gonna, if I line this up correctly, this should be good. Okay. Hey, there you go. That worked out well, huh? Oh, and I built this too. Um, for some of my APA fellow people that I think they, not I think, but I know, this guy right here, um, it's a pocket marker. So, me personally, I don't use that, but the pocket marker, basically, instead of, I seen this before, and when I played in, let's say, in tournaments, you would get, let's say, to a Vegas tournament, or let's say you were on the eight ball, like this. And this literally happened. Let me tell you the story. There were two people playing, all right, two people playing, and one of the person, like, they were both on a hill, meaning, like, whoever wins wins, right? The whole time, the four games, or actually eight games in a total, they, were calling the pockets. Okay, so you call that pocket, and it's all good, right? Well, in APA, okay, for those that might not know, in APA, you have to actually put something, not on the cushion, but like right next to it, next to the pocket, okay, which means mark the pocket. Well, because they were playing the whole time like that, and they were like, so they were on the last game. The guy has ball in hand, literally ball in hand. Eight ball was pretty much like this. I'm not joking. And he did this. Okay. He made the ball. Guess what happened? The opponent called the referee and said, um, the player did not call the pocket. Can you imagine that? How do you hold your pool cue? Good question, Colin. Was it Colin? So let me do it like this. Okay, on the back of the pool cue. This is a really good question. Okay, on the back of the cue. Okay, one thing. I mean, I would say hold it the way you're feeling comfortable, but a lot of people, they, like, if they do it like this, like with all, and like this strength. Okay, that's number one. Some people do it like this too. This is not the way you hold the cue, okay? Because this part right here, when you shoot, you see, like, it can, and that gives that little wiggle. So, my personal advice, or how I actually hold the cue, it's four fingers, like this, okay? So, when I do it, it's very light, like this. You see so I'm not like, this is how I hold the cue. This is how you should, and it's much easier and everything. So it doesn't, even with that, you don't need a whole lot of strength. When it comes to the bridge, okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's say when it comes to the bridge, okay, there's multiple ones, right? So you have the open bridge, you have a closed bridge, and then you have the V bridge, right? So let's say if we are like here, um, most people would do something like this, okay? Uh, did you see that? I went all two rails and come back here through this. That's a closed bridge. The open bridge is basically take like this, like that, and like this. Okay. So, what about you? How do you hold the cue? Um, what do you think of how do you hold the cue? By the way, thank you for the likes, or for the hitting the like button or subscribing. Like I said, I love explaining about pool. Like, this here is a precision tool that I built, and that's why I'm doing also live. I hold it wrong. What do you mean by you hold it wrong? Like you hold it. Wait, I'm almost knocking stuff off here in the back. Do you hold it like this? So another thing too. Okay, when you're shooting, okay, you see this is straight. Some people actually shoot like this, okay, like literally, like, like that, or outwards. You want to have you want to have, when you're holding the cue, you want your elbow to match with, basically with the whole cue. Okay. Hey, hi, everyone. You got a new subscriber. Thank you, Luffy. Thank you all. Um, so appreciate for subscriptions and for all of that. I truly, truly do. So if you guys want to ask me any question, let's say, I don't know, we can talk about yesterday. I was doing like, let's say, bank shots, like how do you calculate the bank shot or anything like that, right? Or kick shots and stuff like that. So yeah, Colin. So hi, Thomas. So when you're holding the cue, don't grip too much, because here's the grip only, I guess you could do it only on a break, but even then, when you are holding it really tight, it's not good, because when you're, striking with force, you're this here part of the back, and because of the elbow, you're not going to have as precise, what's it called? I'm kind of new, that's why I asked you. Okay, cool. Thanks for the likes and hearts. What do hearts do? And by the way, thank you for the emojis. I have no idea. This is my second time, no, third time I think I'm doing this. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, what else do you have questions? Ask me any questions, okay? Let's do so. The challenge in this one, make it through the aiming precision tool, okay? And then the cue ball needs to be somewhere around there. So this is really good for safeties, okay? So, and what does it do? Look, is this good? Well, let's say this ball goes in. Doesn't matter. I was more focused on the cue ball. Is that good? Not really, because my optimal would be like right here, right? So, what did I do wrong? Basically, I did not hit the cue ball all the way on the top and the speed, okay? So this here would be perfect. Okay. I love, hey, you know what? I was a beginner, what, 5 years ago, so to speak. And now, playing with pros, playing with semi pros. Luffy, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions too. Like anything, like, about holding the cue, banking, precision, or anything really. Hi, Chin. Hi, Eliza. Elizabeth, sorry. Um, the screen is, you know what? I need to get like an iPad or something to read if I'm gonna continue doing this. I love doing this. Like in my two, three teams, actual teams, and the UPA as well. When you're giving timeouts and stuff like that, I'm all for it. Some people don't like it. I don't know. But yeah. By the way, Eliza, the pink one would be for you. Not, I don't know. Maybe you don't like the pink. You know, let me. So I have this in multiple colors. These are actually different stages. The one that I'm just using right now, it's super easy. I mean, it's easy for me, okay? But this one right here, okay, now see this? Look how, you see the, wait, let me push it up. So this is the diameter we're talking about. I need to put this cue ball through this little thingy here, okay? So let me set it up like this. Can we do it? Let's do it. I wish I had my cue. Hey, look at that. I did it. Are they 3D printed? Yes. I'm using actually not just, a lot of people, what they do, they use those, what are they called? I mean, if you have a 3D printer, you can do this really too. Um, but me personally, just because I'm doing some other 3D prints too, I printed these out and showing to people, and yeah. But what I wanted to say, regards to, I use a PET G. It's called PET G. Basically the plastic. Reason why is because as each of you pool players, okay, you'd go let's say some of you might live in California or hot weather. The other thing, the ones that I saw, they print with the PTA or whatever it's called. Um, when it's hot outside, this here would bend like really easy. This will never bend, and it doesn't matter whether it's like super cold or super hot. And I also, it takes. Guess how long does it take me this to print out? Like these three prints. It takes me 1.5 hours. Okay, and the material in itself is also a little bit more expensive. So, but you know what? I love quality. Called what? Texted. How do you hold the front of the? How do you hold the front? Okay, so when you're, let me explain it this way. When you're doing, let's say safeties, okay, safeties. I do this, so like this. You put your thumb under, and then like this, like kind of like you're kind of doing the chopstick part, right? And then you extend your three fingers underneath. So when you're doing the safeties or anything like that, I usually tell people do between this about 2 to 3 inches in from the tip to your end of your bridge, right? So if I'm doing some safety or something really small, because it's like small, um, I see this is perfect one, right? Because of that. Reason why is just because the shorter grip, right? The very short, it does not allow you to go back a lot. See, that's why. But if you have, you know, if let's say you are braking or something, I would go with at least 1 foot or 1.5 foot, or what would this be? 30 centimeters, right? So like if I'm doing like really, really hard, right? Now, I did this on purpose just to demonstrate, like, you could lose, what's it called? The precision, right? So, what I wanted to say about that too. Uh, I personally, when I started playing, just like let's say you said you're a beginner, right? There was no, there was something in between, about six, about 6 inches. So not too small, not too, not too much. Um, about a year and a half later or so, I went all the way. I mean, you can see this. This is basically 1.5 foot. This here, why do people play like this? Like, look at all the pros, including myself. Like, look at the people that, when you're watching the videos, okay, you will see that they're holding about this far away, okay? Why? Well, it's as simple as this. When you go down when you're playing with the cue ball, right? When you're doing this, okay, you don't necessarily see the whole cue ball because of your grip, right? But if you're doing something like this, you can actually see the cue, right, where it's going to struck, and then also, um, you know, it's better view. However, I would never advise this to someone that just started. Hi, um, PLA is easier to print. Correct. Um, PLA took me for this. It took me what 30 minutes, something like that, because with the PLA, you're not gonna get this. Look at how even this is. Look at this. Look at that. Like it's all even. Okay, that's the reason why I don't use PLA. With PET G, with the PLA, you can. It's just that it's going to take you even longer because you need to do ironing and all kinds of stuff. So, plus, like I said, this does not bend. I mean, like literally, it does not. I love it. So, let me know. Let me read some of your guys' comments. Thanks for the tip. I have to go. All right, Colin, have a good one. Thank you. Move your bridge head closer to the ball. That is true. Cue ball. Hey, Paulie. I went on Amazon. I didn't see anything. Eddie, it's actually, uh, it's one of, I built this, this here. You're not going to find it on, I mean, maybe you will. It's actually, I don't know, here. And if you guys gonna email me, I don't know, I didn't do any like promos or anything like that. Um, but I saw people, some people are selling it on, I believe it's Etsy or whatever. I don't know. I don't do any of that. Um, I'm not here to make like, look, this cost me like, in US and Canada, whatnot. Well, US definitely cost me $7 to ship. Okay. I put this up for 7.99. you know? Yeah, no, Eddie, you can just it's on my product page here. Like if you want, and send it like literally right away. Like, if you order, what is today? 21st. If you do order it today, I don't know about the holidays, but I'm gonna send it out. What time is it? Well, the office is closed today. So I'll send it out tomorrow, right? And you should get it by end of the week if you are ordering it. So, and let me know. Like I said, right before this, I wanted to do just for the live, like 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 I said, I help people. Look at all my videos. This is what I do. Okay, send it. All right. Yeah, no, just click on the. I don't know where it is. I'm not watching the live, so let me know. Any other questions regards to the pool? Okay, the most famous person I ever played against was who? Who is the most? And you can, I believe I posted a video of the whole match. It's 10, no, it's 20 minutes long, I think. It's me and Efren Reyes back in 22. That thing was amazing. Um, but I should post with Kelly Fisher, and I don't know. I just am not the person that likes to like flex a whole lot. But I seen people do it, so why not? Hi Arthur, how's it going? And thank you for the likes. Appreciate all 200 of you that are in here. Do subscribe if you don't mind, and then hit the thumbs up, please. Appreciate that. Like you have no idea. Um, I don't know why. Okay, I now I missed. So that's because I just noticed when I shot every single time. Um, I only pre-stroke once. How many times do you guys pre-stroke? What is a pre-stroke? What is a pre-stroke? Does anyone know? Pre-stroke. That's how usually people say. Okay, we'll use 6 balls. That's enough. Uh, can you explain how to align your head and eyes to the cue ball to be more consistent by hitting the cue ball exactly on the center? Made hundreds of the centuries and two with your feet in a line with the shot. You like golf, you start from the feet and up in the stand. This what Paul said, okay? This is exactly pretty much that. I can't like move the camera too much. I might gonna go on the opposite side over there. But so as far as the stance, some people say, bend your knees and a little bit, and then, about half a foot apart. I'll tell you something. Um, do it as the way you are most comfortable, especially if you're a beginner. Don't think too much about the stance. However, do think about this. Um, your Let me go over there. I don't know, I don't know. Let me see how much you guys can see here. Okay, there. So when you're playing, okay, when you're playing, okay, your head needs to go straight into your chin, okay. However, what you can do is this: close one of your eyes and then the other one. Close one of your eyes and then blink. If the ball is moving, that's your dominant. If the ball is not moving, I'm sorry, that's your dominant eye. Okay, so take the ball like this, and then do it like this. If the ball is not moving, um, then it's your dominant eye. Align that eye with your shaft. Okay, so my dominant eye, I already know it's my right eye. So when I go down, I do it like this, okay? And then the elbow and everything is in line. So everything needs to be in line. Okay. I seen people like, shoot like this or whatnot. So try that. That's the easiest way to explain how, stance kind of works. For me personally, I'll tell you something, or I actually did already. Um, Care about your bridge, your bridge. So like I see a lot of people at the very beginning. Okay, they're doing like something like this. Okay, can you see it now? Let me do it like this from here. They do something like, okay, I have to move it again. Like this. They do like this. Okay, now you see how this moves. Okay, this is the reason why when you're shooting, okay, you're you need to have really like, when you're doing this, uh, your hands should not move. Your head should not move. So, what do you guys think about that? Um, Hi, Combine. So, like I said, you can, as far as the as far as the stance, at very first, I believe I did some of the the videos on that too. The one of them is, I'll show you from over there. The one of them is actually holding the cue on the back. Okay. How do I stop my? Um, Anyways, looks like we got some trolls in the chat. Anyways, so when you're holding, can you guys see it? When you're holding the cue, okay, it needs to be like this, not like this, not like this. It has to be straight. Okay, so when you're doing that, straight, not like that, not inside, or like your elbow out. Your elbow front and the cue ball needs to be all in line. Okay, that's what's gonna help you a whole lot with everything. So, um, did you guys learn anything? Let me see. Sorry. Uh, Flex your right. Yeah, that's true. Let me just a second. Um, like that. There you go. Anyways, we're back. I had to. I don't know. I. This is. I didn't know that we have some trolls in the house, but stop shot. Well, this wasn't a stop shot. Let's do a real stop shot. What is a stop shot? Is when the ball stops right there. Okay. Let me move this a little bit like that. Align it, and the stop shot is really just a line below the center. Okay. It should not go forward. Should not. I mean, if it goes a little bit forward, it's fine. That means that if it goes a little bit back, you basically hit maybe a little bit too hard or too low. Kind of like, let's say, like this. Okay. That I would say it's not a real stop shot. Shoulders are important to be in a line. That is true. Um, but like I said, if you're a beginner, you know, while the stance is important to me, um, you know, I would say it's important also to kind of like get more comfortable. And you cannot, I mean, some people are much faster in learning or doing. Some people, shoot, when I was in the APA, uh, like I became a six in, I think, 6 months, something like that. Doesn't matter. I'm back. Hey, Colin, welcome back. So, in the APA, not UPA or BCA or APL, those are the leagues that I was involved with. Anyways, um, when I started beginning, like, when I was a three and a four and a five, like, there's people that play 20 years, okay? And they're still a five or they're still a six. It's just because, if you're playing, like, I practice every single day, 1 to 10 hours, between 1 to 10 hours. If I work, 1 to 2 hours. If I don't work, like let's say today, I'm gonna practice probably 8 to 5 hours or 5 to 8 hours if I have time, right? So, um, what I wanted to say, that's that. So, am I saying do that in order to become better? I don't know. Some people are just gifted better than others. That's it. I didn't got the answer, sir. Would you like to explain it to me? Stanley, I didn't, let me see, what did you want me to do? I don't understand. Can you explain how to align your head? Stanley, I was showing it to you. I thought I did. In here. Basically, your head, your dominant eye needs to align with the cue, your elbow, and your shoulder, obviously. So everything needs to align all the way to the cue ball. Okay, so like your eye or dominant eye. Okay, sometimes you don't like you can just do like straight, but everything from the back to the front needs to be aligned. Okay, in order to um, have better precision and all of that. I don't know. That's my kind of theory about it. No, you switched the stance. Well, I had to. You. What do you mean? I switched the stance. So when you're doing like this, okay. My eye is right. My right eye is dominant one, right? So with the cue. So this is basically it, okay. It goes from the back to the front. All right, let's do. I wish I had my cue. I really do. This one is okay. It's just that the tip, it's a little bit too hard. Should we try with the snooker? How many of you guys are snooker players too, or what? Um, this here is smaller than this. I mean, no, it's same as snooker uh, pocket size, um, but not the ball, obviously. So let's go to. So what is the difference in a snooker cue? Okay, this is a snooker cue. Okay. Well, first, the back of it is different, right? Right here. It's kind of like, but some they do it rounded. You see, it's not rounded. Um, and that's number one. Number two, it's the ashwood, okay? This is not maple, it's the ashwood, okay? Therefore, uh, on the look at the difference between a regular playing cue. Look at this difference in as far as the tip goes. Look how big this is. This is 12.4. This is 9. Okay, there's even smaller ones, but this I couldn't go smaller than 9 or 8 point something. I forgot. This is 12 point something. So with the snooker cue, um, why don't people play in the regular cue? I mean pool with the snooker cue. Some people do, or some leagues actually do, but the balls in itself are smaller. So when you have a bigger ball and with this diameter, this is where it becomes a problem, okay? Number one is basically you're miscuing like this, okay? Um, number two, number two is also because it's the bigger one. Um, some of these are like a soft. So if I'm gonna do the draw shot, this is what happens a lot of times. This just because the tip is very small. Therefore, uh, jumping or hooping the ball over is much greater with the snooker cue because of the diameter, right? So but overall, you can play with it. I mean, look, I can play just fine. Like, it's not. But you see this? The ball started switching. That's because I hit it on the side, right? Let's try. I'm gonna focus a little bit. Let me focus just for a second, okay? And then I'm gonna try to make a perfect stop shot. Nope. This is why I don't play with it. Please do like. Um, appreciate all the likes or subscriptions. Uh, it helps me. It helps channel. Um, I do it just because I love pool. I play pool. I love explaining to people things. Whatever I find. You know, when I started playing pool, there's not a whole lot. Like, I guess it's not there anymore. But like who would really know about, let's say, spot on a wall, okay? Or what is short three? What is long three? That's a tailor-made. Yes, yes, do snooker. Nice. Uh, so you just do the mighty, basically. What do you mean? Yes, yes, yes. Um, and like, what is short three? Well, we can leave that here. We can leave that here. Short three for some people. Um, let's do it like this. Okay. Okay. The point of the short three is that the cue ball needs to hit right here. Okay. So one, two, three, and then into the side pocket. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, this was in the way. Just a second. Um, Short three again. I'm just used to, like, the pocket is empty, so I'm used to just pocketing. All right, short three again. Okay, into the side pocket, or close to it. That's a short three. The long three is also the same thing. It's just that it's a longer one, two, and then three. I can't show you that right now, but that's those are the terminologies that, like, some people don't know even. Spot on the wall. Spot on the wall is, um, let's say, you know that there is a spot on the table and 6 feet beyond that it will get you always onto the, like, banking, right? Like I'm gonna bank this. Okay, I'm gonna try to, or not try, I'm gonna bank this. Okay, and then, or try to, now I know that that spot right there is bad. Okay, but I also look behind. Then what you can do is, it doesn't matter where the ball is. If you look behind, okay, that's where my um, let me remove this. That's where my exit would be, or actually, it doesn't matter whether the cue ball is here, here. I'm always going to point towards this spot right there. Okay, so my spot would be there. Okay, I made this one. So, well, tell people about the whippy medium and still cue, just like a golf, for people with the slow cue action and people with the solid cue action, then the soft, medium, and hard tips. Yes, let's go into the tips. So, uh, the tip in itself, some people, there's what, four types, I believe. Wait, so you have a hard one, you have a medium soft, I mean medium hard, medium, uh, medium soft, soft, and soft, or super soft. So five, actually. I thought it was less than that. I thought it was just three, because I usually just do soft, medium, and hard. Hard one. No, four, right? Am I counting it right? Hard, medium hard, medium, medium soft, soft. Wait, six, and soft, super soft. That's six. Um, so hard tip is on the breaking. I can't show you, but I mean, you can't really see the difference. But this here, okay, it's a hard tip. The difference is, you can hear it in the sound. Okay, so you might actually hear it in the sound. So when you're hitting with the hard tip, uh, did you hear that? Like it makes that sound, like really hard, right? You do not want to play with the hard tip on a pool table. Why? Well, it's super easy to explain, because you're not gonna have as much as a control when, let's say, you're doing Let's do a draw shot with the hard tip, okay? Like this is, where is it? It didn't go far, and I hit it really hard. So versus like when you have a medium tip, for example, a medium tip on a Q tip on a shaft. Okay, let me try to do this. Um, it's jumpy. Let me. I just tried to do this. Just a second. Let me. I'm sorry. I was just focused. Where is that thing? This is the reason why I hate this. Not hate, but like I just don't like. Look at this. It didn't. Can you guys see it? It's this is where I hit it with, so it didn't take it. Anyways, so um, with the medium tip, just a second. Let me tighten this up too. With the medium tip, it's much easier to draw, and you have a better cue ball control. Okay. Where with the soft one, which I don't play with, or super soft, okay, you see where the ball right now is, and I hit exactly the same. The ball is like twice the length. So, with the super soft, what happens with the super soft or soft tip is because it's so soft, the grip on the cue ball is much better, right? But when you're hitting, let's say center, and you hit just a little bit, like a little bit off the center, this ball, because of that grip, it's gonna spin much more, especially on a distance, than with the medium. And it almost not like with the hard tip, it just spins like a little bit. This is medium, and this would be with the soft. That's my simplest explanation of the tips. I personally, mine is medium. Mine, I love medium tips. I believe most people play with medium tips. I know players that do with the medium hard. I tried it. You're with tempo with the right cue action. Yes. You're right. No, but the wrong chart. No, yes. You see this? Watch this. That's why I said I don't have downstairs. I mean upstairs. This is the reason I'm just using a regular cue. But this chalk I ordered, I don't know, just because I don't know. It said Pro Chalk, but look at this. Like it leaves all the marks. It's very. This I wouldn't even use on. That's why I almost never use it. Like me personally, I have a, well, it's my sponsor, so to speak. Um, the chalk I have, I don't even have to chalk for 10 times at least. Like I can do 10 balls in a row, actually finish the whole match, and I don't need to chalk because it just stays and doesn't leave any residue. It doesn't leave any residue on your hands. So chalk is very important. People think it's not, but it is actually. Master chalk, it's good. The thing is with that, like with the master, I don't know where I have that one. With the master, when you're chalking, which is the regular one, it's good, but you have to chalk almost every single time, right? But it does also leave residue, especially if you're playing a lot. Like my pool table cloth in itself. This is a professional grade. Simonis 860 HS, or is it HS? I don't know. What this is that basically it leaves burn marks, and then also the chalk in itself stays. So I do have to clean it constantly if I would be using the other pool chalk or this one that I'm actually just using. Look, see all of those. That's all from this chalk. Downstairs, I come here just to do this. Okay? Like I practice every single day just to warm up, and then I go into the 9 foot table. Um, so I have another 8 foot table here in the house, currently disassembled. So uh, try rounding your tip with no sharp ends. Yes, that definitely. You're really good at explaining. Maybe we should do a collaboration YouTube thing. I don't know how it works. I never done it. Um, but I really, really wish you know what? Next time I'm not gonna even. If I'm gonna do these lives or anything, like continuing doing it, explaining to people. I'm not. I'm gonna try to. Um, I'm gonna try to get my actual playing cue and everything. That way, I don't make these, little mistakes. And but the thing is, I'm a human too. Everyone does mistakes, right? So uh, let's do the little one. This one, like I said, the diameter is really small. Um, and like I said to you guys, I mean, if you guys don't have a 3D printer or whatnot, I'll print this for you, send it over to you. Uh, it's definitely, I was thinking, I mean, I go for quality, okay? I usually, this thing, it's not gonna move, okay? This or aiming precision tool, it's not like, it doesn't matter what the weather is. Like right now, when I didn't have a heat down here in a basement, it was 55 degrees. Now, if you would put like something like a cheap plastic or whatnot, if I hit this just one time or twice, this could break, like, but not with mine. Um, I, that's why I built it with a different PETG plastic. Um, so, hey, I made one through, right? So let's do two. Okay, I nicked it a little bit, but like I said, it's really for people that are playing pool. You know that this is not easy to do. I mean, making to making this, um, I can do it in a sleep. But this, putting the ball through this little ring, that means that your precision from the legs all the way to the end of the tip is extremely good. Okay. And this is what this tool is all about. Um, I actually started practicing with the different things, like, um, like I'll take the little bigger one right now. I would align this with the pocket, right? So, like, is it aligned? Yeah, it's aligned with the pocket. Okay. And then I would practice bank shots because a lot of us, I think that's one of the things. We're not everyone is good at bank shots, but except people that actually play just that game. So I need to know exactly where to hit in order to go through this. It's not about making the pocket. It's actually not to touch this or at least go through it without touching it. So let's try it at first. Okay. I just saw that I hit it on the left side. I wish I would put the where the ball was and focus. Um, I think it was something like this. Maybe like this. I don't even know. It's so. How does do the bank shots work? Well, it's simple as this to calculate. Okay, the ball in, ball out. Okay, so without any spin, left, right, or whatnot. So in between here, okay, if I do between this hole right here and this one, so right here, this is where I need to aim the 13 ball towards. Okay, so around there, so here. So I nail it down like here. So it doesn't matter where the cue ball is. Okay, cue ball can be here, here, here. Doesn't matter where the cue ball is. I'll align it. Okay, so I need to hit that spot and totally missed it. Let me do. I think it's just because I'm doing it really too slow. Or I didn't calculate it right. Let me do it a little bit faster. Or let me do this just a second. No, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe this. It's a little bit dead. Um, Weird. I usually never miss bank shots. Usually, that's very odd. I'm not joking. Like bank shots for me are like, I I would bank things before I cut things. Nope, now it's too small. See what I mean? When I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not into it today. Let me remove this, okay? And we're gonna listen whether I'm gonna pocket this ball. Okay. Now I'm concerned. All right, banking. Okay, I made this. Yeah, it definitely something is off. But anyways, so how many balls do we have here? 2, 6. How do you how do you kick the ball? What does that? I mean, some of you are already playing pool, right? But the easiest way for me to explain about kicking the ball when it's hidden, let's do this real quick like this. Um, let's say we are on the one ball, okay, but it's hidden, okay, and like this, okay, and at least not to give an opponent ball in hand, I need to at least touch it, okay? So how do you kick it? The simplest, the very easy way to learn this is like this. By the way, thank you all for the likes and staying here. So the easiest way is like this. First, align your cue with the rail and then put it where you want to hit your object ball. Okay, so in this case, I'm doing it right there. Okay, so not in a half because that's not where I want it to hit. I want to hit it here. Okay, that's number one. Oops, it's so hard with the camera. That's number one. Okay, where you want to hit the ball. Number two, align half of the way from the target to the from the cue ball to the object ball. So what do I mean with that? That the distance, okay, between this ball and this ball, it's right here, okay, right there. So or right there. So this is half. And I'll show you how this works really, really fast, okay? And then all you have to do is take your cue and then just parallel shift, okay? So I need to hit right into this spot in order to, where was it? Into this spot in order to hit that, okay? And you guys heard, I made it, right? So I kicked the ball. So how would this work really fast? What is the middle between here? It's right about there. All right. So how would I do this really fast? It's like this. I do this, okay? Half the point, shift. This is my spot, and aim, pre-stroke, and hit. So that's the fast one, okay? That's the easiest way I ever, if I needed to do anything with the kicking the ball, even if it's like, let's say right here, okay, let's say I'm right there, and this is, would this be the middle? Yeah, about this. All right, so I can't, this is the 8 ball. They played safety, so I can't go around it. I'm not allowed to jump or anything, okay? It's simple as this, right? Put your cue like this, okay? Half the way, sorry. Put your cue like this, half the way, okay? And then parallel shift. This is my striking point in order to, so right here, and to hit this ball, okay? There. Now, this is even better. Opponent is on a 12 ball. They really have a hard shot. So I hope this helps you a lot because it's the easiest way to learn how to do the kicking or, what's it called? Kickball or anything. So let me put my precision tool right there. And these are the other two. They're smaller diameter. Do you guys have any other questions? Please do ask me. I'm here to answer all your pool questions, whatever you want to ask, really. From the, you know, I don't really like to talk about, the only thing I don't like to talk about is you know, like what is the best cue? Well, any cue is good enough. It's more about what do you like in a cue? A lot of people are swearing by, carbon fiber, low deflection, really hard, like this one and everything, right? Um, but some people just don't like it because, the rest of the queue is different or anything like that, right? Number two is like my custom one upstairs. Mine, okay, uh, is about this much longer than any of them, like literally. Why I did that? Because it's custom one. Why did I do that? Is because um, it in some cases where I need to like stretch, it helps me. Okay. Plus my bridge is when I'm doing. You can't even see it on the screen, right? My bridge high is like this long. Okay, almost 2 feet long, 24 inches long. Um, so the queue really is more of a preference now. I mean, I bought for my guests. um, let me. So for my guests, okay. I have multiple of these. This was like $20, $30. Is it good? I can play with this. Like literally, is it gonna make me any better? You know, it's okay. Like I can play with this, but that's just because I know how to play it, right? But would I go with this to a tournament or anything like that? No, I wouldn't. Why? Well, number one um, is the tip, okay? It's like really, it's kind of like a medium hard tip. The ferrule is too big. And then you can already see, like, I don't know. Number three, this isn't maple, it's just like some wood, whatnot. So after so long, let's say, they don't bend even. Like, it's, I don't know, it feels more like a breaking cue than anything else. Hi, I'm just explaining, but can I play with this for an hour or two? Not in a competition? Yeah, of course I can. Everyone can. So, I mean, I can play with this for the rest of the live. Um, Now, let's see the draw shot. It's not too bad, right? So, um, and then, the cue, um, there's cue that I played with. It's around 3 grand, okay? Well, that one, it's different. Is it better than my actual playing cue, which is around a grand? No. But what does it come? The other one, it has a special uh, like was a coating. The details in itself were like, because some of these, right, not this one, but some of these, like, what this could be? Just a decal. It's not like a ruby, or it's not like a marble or anything like, or anything like, or like, it's just literally a decal that's, plastered over. And these things, they come off. I mean, not on this one. This is not decal. Another thing is the how heavy it is, right? So 18, like, all the cues usually start between 17 or 18 uh, ounces, right? Where the, you know, and then this one, I believe I can put up to 21. But some cues you can put up to whatever you want. Uh, and then another one, regards to the cheap versus expensive cue, like that 3 grand one, is it had forgot what the letter was. It was a expensive letter. Just the letter itself, I would say it's like, alligator or something. I forgot what it was. Anyways, so but does it play better than my 1,000? No. Does it play better than this one? By the way, this one you can get. This is from the company sent me just to play with. I'm playing with it. Look, um, this one I forgot what they're selling for. 160, but it's a carbon fiber though. Like literally, it's a carbon fiber. And then I think it's good. Like, it's I like look, I've been playing with it. Uh, but again, just because I'm used to mine, I don't want to change. I like to get used to a cue and a pool table tip. I mean shaft tip, right? So, guys, all 40 of you that you're still here, um, Paul, Jamal, hi. All like thanks for the likes and everything. I really appreciate it. Like for all of you that are staying here and watching and all of that. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please let me know. I don't know how the volume works too. Um, did you see that? I made a little bit. So this is something called cheating the pocket, right? Or in this case, I'm cheating a little bit. How does that work? Is this isn't the line straight, so it's look. I'm gonna put it a little bit off, okay? But I still want to make through that just fine. Uh, how do I do that when it's not really straight? Well, if I hit the cue ball uh, onto the right side, right? You see the onto the right side. You see how it spins? Okay. This ball naturally on the cloth goes this way, right? So what does that? That means that it goes that way. Okay. So cheating the pocket would look something like this. Um, okay. You see the cue ball, how it spins? I made this just fine. So that's what it's called, cheating the pocket. And sometimes, when do you cheat the pocket? Well, we can go into that details too. Um, I know nobody is asking me, but I'm just going through things that I think it's very valuable to learn or to know. When do you cheat the pocket? Well, let's say um, I am on the the one ball, and right, well, not that much, but let's say about just about this much. Okay, if I do straight, okay, if I do straight, I'm gonna repeat this. If I do straight, you see what happens? Okay, I hit the 13 first and then the one ball, right? So cheating the pocket or cheating the ball is when, okay, I can't see it. It doesn't work like you can't hide like half of it and cheat the pocket. It helps a little bit, okay? Like in this case, I'm gonna do it this way, okay? Um, and I'll try not to hit the 13 ball, but let me chalk. Why is this chalk so hard? All right, so I'm gonna hit this ball or the cue ball onto the right side, and then basically hit. I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit the opposite, not the right side. Sorry. When you're cheating the pocket, you have to think about where you want to hit the ball because I can't see it onto the right side. I'm actually hitting the ball onto the left, which means that I can hit this ball more onto the left side and then uh, make it straight. Okay, so something like this. Okay, you see, I went to the right side, but I hit it on the left side. That's what cheating the pocket means, and those don't come up often, but out of let's say 500 pocketed balls or whatnot, those do come up sometimes. Okay, let's go into another one. Let's uh, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna. How do you cut the ball? Okay, now we're gonna talk about cutting the ball. Hey, Paul, can you tell the people one last time in the game is about arm action, not the mindset thinking that will ruin your cue action. Just get down and play the shot. Give you a better. Yes, that I totally agree with you, Paul. Even for myself, um, I was in Vegas Championship just on Thursday, and I lost. Why? Well, I had things in my mind. So it kind of starts with your mind, right? So when you are thinking about like higher end opponent or like, their Fargo is like something like, I don't know, 750, 650, or doesn't matter. Like they're really high up, right? Talking about 500 and up. Never mind. 500 is not high. We're talking about 700. People get afraid, okay? Um, I want to talk about this, which is really good, Paul, that you brought this up. When I do play, my head needs to be clear. Okay. It's not about me making the pockets or my precision. I could be, you know what, the best pool player in the world with the best precision. Like I could make this through 1 millimeter every single time from, I don't know, 30 feet away. Okay. But when you are playing, your mind can cause something where, like, what happens to me frequently is this. I love to run the table, which is basically, you know, I'm going to run it. I take a look at the table. I know exactly where the cue ball needs to be for almost every single ball, right? Well, I miss on a second ball or a first ball. And then, your mind gets triggered and everything, right? So, what I sometimes shift back to is I'm going to think 3 balls only ahead, or maybe 4 balls, okay? Rest, I'll come up with something, right? So when you're playing someone, or like, don't be afraid. It's just a game. And per usual, like any pool player should tell you this, play the table, not the opponent. Play the table, okay? Because you need to play the table in order to make the pocket. You're not playing opponent. Just don't think about it. So, cutting the ball. Okay, I need to cut this ball into the pocket. So, the easiest way to learn for the beginners, in my opinion, is like this. There's 2 ways. Number one is look at this line, okay, like right here, okay, line, line up where the pocket is, right, and where you need to hit the ball. So I put this 13 ball right into that. Um, so I need to hit the ball right into this spot. But does that mean that my ball needs to, well, let's do it actually without this. Does that mean maybe I'm gonna make it just because my pockets over there are bigger? I should put that resizer on. Does that mean that if the ball goes like this, right into it, right? So if I do that, look what happens. Right into that 13, okay? This is what's gonna happen. So cutting the ball, let's reset like this, okay? Just because I want you guys to have that, um, and put it where it was, just so you guys can see it better. So what does that mean? Again, line it up. We're hitting the 13 right here, the number 13. But the ghost ball needs to be about an inch away. So my ball, my cue ball, needs to go this way. Okay? Not here, but about an inch away. What does that mean? Is that center of my cue ball, or I have another cue ball somewhere, needs to be like this. Not into it, but like this. So when you're taking your cue, okay, you have to think about this center right here. So that, and I do this even to this day. I'm not joking. I go behind the ball and then I do it this way. All right, so I need to hit it. My cue ball needs to travel right into that spot. Okay. So that's the easiest way. If you guys, even with like a hard cuts like this, again, line it up. So I can't, now the camera is in the way. Line it up, okay? Take about an inch away. So my cue ball needs to travel right into this spot right here, okay? In order to make that ball, okay? How do you do these? Where the ball, can you do the cuts on the rail? Okay, let's go over this too. Number one, when you are doing this, it could work. I'm not saying it can't, okay? See, but that's because my pockets are bigger. Try this on any other pool table, and without like a little bit of or like, you know what, I played really slow. That's why I went in actually, not just because of my pockets. But like super cuts like this onto the rail, like let's say, like it's on a rail. I'm gonna hit it a little bit more harder, and you'll, and hope like maybe I'll make it. Okay, you see that? That's what happens, right? So I'm just demonstrating to you. Um, there's two ways you can correct that. Number one is I usually, when I see this, and if I do, it obviously means like about the cue ball control, right? What does that? What needs to happen is this: cue ball either needs to hit straight up, like when you're hitting the center of it, it needs to hit the rail and the ball at the very same time, very same time. That's why it's really hard to cut the ball when it's on the rail. Okay. Number two, the way I prefer doing it every single time, or most of the time, it depends where the ball needs to be, my cue ball. So if I want to go that way, maybe back or just straight, okay? I put spin on it, okay? In this case, the easiest spin is actually where the rail is. So I need to put a left spin, okay? Left spin, and my cue ball needs to hit right next to the seven, not like into it, not right next to the seven. And then this spin right here, okay, the left spin, should put the seven ball into the pocket easier. Okay, so again, right next to it with the spin. Okay, you see where the cue ball went? So I believe that's the easiest way to explain it. Now you can do this with the top. Is not too bad. The ball is not gonna go this way, it's gonna go this way. But again, with the top, you have to hit the ball at the same time, okay? See, I almost missed. That's just because I'm not focused, but anyway. Um, I sometimes, especially if it's not like right onto the rail, but if it's like a little bit off the rail, like this, let's say this way, um, and I need my cue ball to come back here, okay, I would put like a bottom, the opposite side, okay, bottom right. Oops, someone needs to chalk. God, see, Paul, what I mean? Look, like there's no chalk. Like this chalk is the worst. Don't ever buy this. I don't care what it says pro chalk. I don't know. Like I just because I saw it, I'm like, okay, let me test it and whatnot. Don't ever buy anything like, something like that. Buy a quality chalk. Master is better than this. I'm not joking. So again, bottom right, um, and then miss. Let me. Something is wrong. Let me see. Bottom right, we want the cue ball right here. Okay. I'm gonna pre-stroke. I don't know why I'm hesitating. Okay. And again, what the hell? I guess either I'm blind today or what. But the cue ball went maybe just a little bit less. No, I believe that I can't do cuts with this one. Like, and this is the reason why is it not my primary cue. As you saw, it doesn't matter. Either it's chalk or something because I almost never miss this. Like literally. Next time I'm doing the live, I'm never gonna be humiliating myself. Not because of the people that I don't like. It's because look, I'm applying, but it's either overdoing it, underdoing it. Um, Weird. Let me try it again. Yeah, no, something is wrong. Anyways, okay, cutting. I already showed you. I'm not joking, so that actually in itself is good. Let's say this is the eight ball, okay? This is the eight ball. It's blocked. How do you go around this? Simple way. Let me show you the simplest way to at least get it closer to the pocket, if not even into the pocket. How do you do this? It's called the mirror method, okay? If the ball is, you can do it two ways. You can do it with I usually do it just with the hand. Right in the middle of this ball, so right here in the middle, on the inside, okay? this is the diameter between the middle, so I'm touching it a little bit, so don't do that, to the rail, right? Double it from the rail to this, and then don't mark it, but memorize it, okay? Memorize this spot, okay? This is the spot that this ball needs to hit in order to go here, or at least block it, okay? You can do it that way if the ball is far, okay? But we're still, like, let's say we're doing like this. If the ball is far, okay, then take your cue, okay, like this, and then maybe it's easier, and then from the rail, you see where I'm touching? From the rail, okay, and then this here, okay? I don't know if it's still in the picture, but this is the spot that that ball needs to hit in order to go through it. So I'm gonna go back to where you guys can actually see it, I believe. So from here to here, all right, right there. So I need to send this ball. Oh, that doesn't. Right here, I believe. Where was that? From here. Where's the middle? Right here. Yeah, right there. So right there, in order to make it. Okay. That's the easiest way you're gonna learn about kicking the ball off the another ball. It comes really helpful, like, you know, when you're kind of like in these situations, okay? Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, the cue ball is right there. So in these situations, you know, someone made a like an attempt, a safety, or you just basically are like this, right? The ball doesn't go straight like, you know, here. Let me do it like a little bit off. So it doesn't go like straight, but you're like this, you're blocked. I don't have the 8 ball, but anyways, pretend this is the 8 ball or target ball. Again, from here to here, okay? So this ball needs to touch right there. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm touching it right now, but like from here to here, okay? So I need to hit this ball right into that spot on the opposite side in order to make it. So let's do that. So what is that? Let me take a look, because those things I do need to look. Okay, right there. So I overdid it. But anyways, you get the gist of it, right? So like, I mean, I overdid it just because I guess I don't even know how that happened. But there, that's the easiest way to learn to kick off the another ball. What do you guys, let me see, did anyone say anything? Hey, thank you, Paul, for being here, and every one of you, like, thank you for all the 23 thumbs ups. I have no idea what they do. I heard it helps the algorithm and all of that. So if you could hit the like button or subscribe to my channel. I do daily videos every single day. I don't think I posted something today, but I probably will. Well, I'm doing live, so there you go. Wait, let's reset here. Thank you all for those. Yeah, what are the hearts? Thank you for the hearts. So like, we're not leaving or anything. I'm just saying, like, you know, I appreciate all of this. Like I said, I do videos every single day, from what I used to do wrong to what I do right now, and how I do it. Okay, it made me a extremely good pool player. Okay, and like I would say in past 2 years, I became a beast when it comes to the pool. You know, just because I love to explore new things. Like, this is a new thing, okay? This is something I built just a month ago. So it gives me a better precision. I want to perfect my aiming and all of that. So like I would take this, like actually the small one, smaller diameter, and then do this one. I would take it with me to another pool hall, let's say 9 foot table, and you know, let's do that. Like, let me walk you through. Let me just do it. Like, I'll push it a little bit. I didn't want to do this because it's like really, really hard. But let's do it from this way. Okay. So from this part. Okay. We're gonna take some of these balls. I haven't attempted yet to go back and forth, but um, we'll take a few balls. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you have a good. Do I have enough to shoot through? All right. I know there's a lot of stuff on there, but I don't care about that. When I practice, I just practice one thing at a time. So, what do I need to do? Well, I need to take this ball, okay, and go through this ring, obviously. Okay. The point is, well, I'm not doing this with my cue. That's why I'm not showing you here. It has to go all the way up and back, okay? This is where it's also called the deflection, okay? So if you have, like for me, like, you know, if I'm doing this really, really good, I should really come close to back and forth, right? So, but the point is not in that right now. Now, okay, I'm introducing the length, okay? Now we're talking about 5 feet away. So, what does this help you? Well, this is what helps you with, okay? So, let's say this ball is right here, okay? And my cue ball is right here. This is what helps with the precision, okay? Like with the precision in itself, it's the length, okay? So, this is the reason why I built this, is because it helps me tremendously. I'm not joking. Like, you guys have no idea how much this helped me lately too. But like I said, I took the small one, the very small one. So I need to line up with everything and go through the that. Let's see. You see what I mean? I with this cue, for whatever reason, I'm putting a left spin or a right spin. Maybe it's just because I'm talking. I don't know. I'm just not focused, I guess. Let me do some pre-drills. So let's do it again. Okay. So again, this needs to be, maybe it wasn't, it needs to be, what's it called? Horizontal. And this too. Okay. So now I'm gonna go through. Oh, no, it didn't do it. But now imagine when you are like right here. Okay. I swear to God, I'm gonna go get my cue right now. You guys, I'm extremely competitive, even with myself. Where's that chalk? Oh, it's right here. So watch this. Like you know, we're talking 6 feet away. So let me do this. We're talking about 6 feet away. That I need to make it through that ring, and straight. Nope. All right. I think I know what the problem is. Let's do it again. Watch me do this. Watch this. All right. By the way, for people that play with hats, I don't know. For me personally, I mean, I have a hat on. I never play with hat ever. Why? It's just because of this. Okay, I need my focus. I need my precision. Okay, I just because of this. It helps with not seeing people. If you can play with it, okay. You know, some leagues do allow, mine don't. But if you can do it, no problem. Another thing is with glasses, okay? I don't need them, but people do prefer the round ones because they go over your, when they go down on a pool table, they don't have that little line there, you know? I love playing. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it. So, again, I'm gonna do this now without the hat and everything. And let me pre-stroke 3 times and stop talking. Nope, I have no idea. Let me, I have no idea why I'm doing that. It's just, maybe, I don't know. I know I'm hitting it, right? Maybe it's just because the color, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely me, but, okay. How about if I hit it a little bit harder? Maybe I'm not gonna do a spin. Nope. You see, I don't know. I keep on. I don't know if you guys notice it, but whenever I, maybe on a shorter one, I don't know. I believe now I just noticed something with this cue, the deflection, right? So, if I hit it straight, it should. Look at this where it goes. It goes to the right. So I guess if I hit the cue a little bit to the left, it might go straight. Yeah, that was it. So let's do a little bit like this. Those are the little things, guys. When I'm talking about playing pool with the precision, uh, those are the very little things that you need to be watching out for, right? So like now I notice what I'm doing wrong, right? So I did it 3 times. Was it this being horizontal? Was it the speed or anything? But what I noticed is that when I hit the cushion over there, the ball always went this way, even though I applied just normal, like, but it went that way. So let's do it again, okay? See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm pretty sure this is where I say to people, like, when you're practicing, why you can record yourself. That's probably even the best thing to do. Why? It's just because you can actually see. God, I hate this chalk. Um, you can actually, when you're recording yourself, you can see how you're hitting the ball, how the ball reacted. I mean, I love this one that has dots because you can actually see the spin. Um, but if you don't want to spend money, take the cube. I mean, take the stripe ball, which will do pretty much the same thing. So, like, you know, you can do the same thing on the stripe ball. So I'm doing a little bit of a right spin, okay, and now I'm getting it, okay. But record yourself, see what's wrong. First, record uh, from over there, okay, and then from the back. That will tell you what you are kind of doing wrong. So maybe it's your stance, maybe it's the cue, maybe, I don't know, maybe in my case it's the chalk, okay, probably, or something like that. Because on the cue ball, I wish I could show you, I'm not hitting the center. I'm actually hitting a little bit off the center, like literally off the center. Like, you see how it went this way? So, anyways, let's go back to the position where we were. I'm gonna put my hat on because kind of feeling it that way. um, these are the APA pocket markers. By the way, I made a little one too. But anyways, practice. I've been in live for what, an hour and a half now? We've been practicing for 1 hour and a half together. Gonna go eat something real quick and then I'll probably come back. So I appreciate all 40 of you and 24 likes. And Paul, thank you. I don't know if you're still here, and Colin and everyone. I don't know if you can say hi, DJ, and I don't know if you guys are still here. I truly appreciate you coming and commenting and actually not only challenging me, but like, uh, um, giving some good advices. I really do appreciate it because that's what I do. That's what I love to do. So I wish you a good day and a week. Happy, if I don't see you next time, uh, happy holidays and happy new year. Paul, appreciate you. Have a good one.